So today we are going to talk about one of the most important pieces of ski equipment and one of the most, I feel like people make mistakes with this piece of gear all the time. And that is goggles and goggle lenses. For a lot of people, they just go into the store, they buy what they can afford. Totally fine, totally acceptable. Those lower price point goggles usually have really versatile lens options. They're durable, and you know what? They were cheap, so if you run through them, run through them. Now, on the nicer side of things, when you're going to buy a goggle, everybody seems to want like that fancy red flare lens that, became popular in 2005. And everybody's still trying to run that or run a blackout lens. And there's just too many different light conditions that don't suit that type of thing. So we're going to talk about some of the different choices that you have as a buyer of this ski equipment or this goggle to go make the best decision possible so you have a good day on the hill. On the darker side of things, you have these black lenses, your red anodized lenses, your dark blue anodized lenses. Those are great for days like today. It is blasting sun out here. It is literally the most beautiful day that's ever existed on planet Earth. Perfect lens. Do you know how many days I've had like this in my life? Today. It's pretty much the only day ever that I've had that has been good weather, good conditions, blasting sun. It's like the only day in my entire 29-year-old life that this has happened. This is the first lens that people seem to buy, is these dark lenses. It doesn't make sense. Now, what actually makes sense is going to something lighter, whether that is a quartz lens, which is what Sweet calls it, a yellow lens, a clear lens even. For most people, especially skiing in New England when we have so many gray overcast days, that's the lens. Like, it actually brightens contrast, it helps you see further, helps you see all the little stupid shit that's in the snow, and it makes a huge difference in the way that you feel and how confident you are. For a lot of cases, this purplish lens, pinkish purplish lens, we'll include the name on the screen right here, is very useful for overcast conditions, especially if you really only want to use one lens, right? Many people have two lenses that come with their goggle, or they buy a secondary lens. This is a really good 50-50 option for a lot of days. What I'm wearing right now is a little dark. This is really good. The downside is that Ethan, who's wearing this today, is getting blasted with the sun when we are in it the whole time. And when it's really, really gray and dark out, he's not going to be able to see very much anyway. So the contrast isn't boosted, the light is not boosted nearly as much from a goggle like this. Yes, contrast a little bit, light not at all. In closing, there's a lot of do-it-all lenses out there, there's a lot of very specific lenses out there, but there's very few really quality low-light lenses, and I actually think that this is the most important lens for anybody to have. Sweet just came out with a new one called the quartz lens, and it's phenomenal. I think everybody needs to have a low-light lens option like they do now, and I think honestly, like, that's what I'm going to be skiing with 9 days out of 10. Like, it just makes more sense for the condition. This is literally the only day you're going to see me wearing this black lens. Probably never going to wear it again. It's probably never going to be sunny ever again. So I'm really only ever going to wear the low light lens. So my point in this is stop buying lenses for the color, buy lens for the performance that it's going to give you.